Okay then, it is just past 5 o'clock and heading to the gym to do the strength workout. Well, gym done and got back just in time to watch the end of the time trial stage at the Tour de France. So did quite a few back exercises, so pulling exercises, pushing exercises, and some core work. Didn't film all the core work, I just filmed one or two exercises. So now food. Okay, the weekend is over. I'm exhausted. I've had dinner already. I just have some dark chocolate and my tea. And thought I'd just recap the weekend and talk about how healthy or not healthy is it to do this volume of training. So obviously, the first question is it healthy to do this much training? And the answer is, from a health point of view, absolutely not. It's not healthy. And if you've been watching my other channel, you would know that my number one goal for training, nutrition, whatever it is not to perform better, but to actually be healthier and to be the healthiest 40-year-old I can be and the healthiest 50-year-old and 60-year-old and 70-year-old and so on. So obviously it's not healthy. Is it going to make you perform better? Is this volume of training on a single weekend going to make you perform better? And the answer is also no. At least not physically. You're not going to get much physical benefits. Physical benefits when it comes to training come from consistency. So from doing a smaller amount of training on a regular basis rather than doing a ton of training on the weekend. So why do athletes do training camps, and why did I do my kind of mini training camp this weekend? Ultimately, I think I burned around 8,000 calories throughout the weekend. I think I did, I don't know, 9 or 10 hours of training overall. And this is not for health reasons. This is not for physical benefits. The reason I did this block of training over a single weekend is because I wanted to test myself mentally if I could do it. It's been 4 years or 3 or 4 years, yeah, since I've raced and since I've done any kind of big event where I really trained for it. And I haven't really done any major training, and I haven't really tested myself mentally, not physically, mentally, in a few years now. So I wanted to do this weekend mini training camp on my own. Nobody to push me, no other coach, no other athletes, no teammates, nothing, just completely on my own. I wanted to test myself if I could develop the discipline and the drive to push through the training when my body was telling me no and my mind was telling me no and stop and that's enough. And yeah, so how did it go? I think from a mental testing point of view, it went much better than I expected. I struggled a couple of times to get myself back out off the couch and tackle another session, but I managed to get myself to do it. And would I do this anytime soon again? No, not really, because I don't need to. What I will do is occasionally, maybe a couple of times over the next 4 or 5 months before my race, I will do some form of mental test, but it's not going to be in the form of a big weekend of training, 10 hours over the course of a weekend and basically blowing myself up. So that's it. Ultimately, I think it was a successful weekend. I also had a lot of stress at work over the past 2 or 3 weeks. I really needed this mental break, and by pushing myself this hard over the weekend, I was able to kind of give myself that mental break because I really couldn't think about anything else. All I could think about was the training and then recovering, and thinking about the techniques I had to use from a nutrition point of view to make my body recover quickly so that I could tackle the next training. And food. I was thinking about food a lot, as you can imagine, when you burn 8,000 calories over the course of 2 days in training. So that is the training camp, or the mini home training camp, wrapped up. I will take a couple of days kind of semi-off. So tomorrow I'll do some yoga. Monday I'll either do more yoga or I will go for an easy swim. And Tuesday I'm planning to get back on my regular training schedule. And in any case, I will keep you guys posted in the upcoming videos throughout the week. And I'll tell you also about some of my supplement nutrition strategies that I use to keep inflammation low, to make my body adapt from the training and in a much quicker fashion, and to deal with the stresses of day-to-day life, and especially when you add physical training on top of the stresses of day-to-day life. So that's it for me this weekend. And if you like these kind of videos, then please do subscribe, because I just started this channel, but obviously building on the success of my previous channel. I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to this one. And if you want to know about anything specific in regards to training, supplementation, nutrition, obviously everything I do is based on hardcore research. It is not kind of bro science. I've been a researcher for a long time, and I read probably 20 research papers a week in terms of sports science, sports nutrition, clinical nutrition, sports performance research, and so on. So if there's anything that you would like me to talk about in the upcoming videos over the course of the coming weeks, please do mention them in the comments, and have a good night.